Every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kiss and then walk again, talk, talk, kiss and then talk again. Oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and mademoiselles, I'm sounding a little bit different this evening, but welcome to Honors Anonymous. As always, James is clickety-clacking at the helm.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody. Oh, wait, that's the end of the show. Shit.
Yay, we're done.
I'm out of practice. I don't remember what to say.
Yeah, I'm sounding a little bit different because I'm having to use a totally different system to get on Discord. Once again, the machine that I've normally used, it's been cracking out, I guess, a couple of times. It's just not working, so I had to go to a quick backup plan so I wouldn't be late. Oh, and you know what? While we're talking about it, let me just go ahead and restart this machine. Watch me break something else. I'm not on YouTube quite yet, so hello to everyone that's here. Hello to everyone that's not here.
Yeah. What's up, AZ? Hope you're doing well.
Hey Ezekiel. Hope you had a fantastic Halloween. We'll get some stories from folks tonight. We'll definitely make this a 1 hour, no more, no less stream.
Yeah.
Because I actually have to head down the street after this. Speaking of being busy, but how did everybody's Halloween go? How did the trick or treaters go, and how did everybody's stuff fare?
Yeah. Well, I already told you pre-stream. We got rained out on Halloween. It literally rained all day, and then 97% of the night it rained. So it was a very soggy Halloween, and it was kind of warm. It was like 58 degrees, which our Halloween nights are usually like in the low 30s. So to be sweating as we're walking around in between the rain, it felt very weird. I mean, we had our little like, our fire pit out in the driveway and everything, and did the usual stuff. I didn't bring out the new jail cell because I didn't want it to get all wet, and
Mm,
I was kind of bummed about that because I had a whole thing set up where I was gonna put the candy bowl in the jail cell, so they had to like walk into it to get the candy. But
nice.
alas, literally the only day it rained here was Halloween. It's been warm and sunny every single day since Halloween.
Well, of course. I mean, that's how it has to work. Um, because
Hey
we
Keith.
were in the 70s. It's hey Keith, what's up? Um, everybody's just coming in. I'm sounding a little bit different because I'm on my backup Discord setup. Maybe in the next stream I'll be back to normal. Because apparently Discord just I don't know just hates me or my machine hates it or
While we're on this topic, are we gonna be kicking over to the ministry stream for the rest of this year, like we did last year?
um yeah if if that's what you want to do. I mean we always joke about it's not much different. Um, like that. I figured we'd have the post Halloween stream tonight, and from there, it just really things just kind of bottom out. You know what I mean? And of course, we still talk about everything else on that one too, but we do
Yeah.
need to dust it off. I think so. Yeah, I'm fine with that if you want to do that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it'll be the same time and the same day, I imagine.
Oh yeah,
Just under a different name. Just gives us more stuff to talk about that's a little more on topic, not so much Halloween stuff, because we always end up going off
yeah,
topic anyway.
yeah. Like I said, it's about the same, but it's such a cool page. We definitely have to use it.
Yeah.
And then we'll just switch over to Hunters Anonymous being posts like any relevant posts. And oh Jesus,
Oh, stop. I'm
there you
gonna
go.
go ahead and mute myself while she goes
Get it
on her
dog.
little barking rant.
Get it dog. Uh,
All right. I assume she's done.
um, what was I saying? Um, people. Um, so yeah, we'll switch over to the ministry, and then we'll just do relevant topics and whatnot. We'll just we'll keep Hunters Anonymous rolling, give y'all updates on stuff, but we'll uh we'll switch over to ministry next week. We'll give everybody plenty of warning. Like James said, same time, same day, just different channel.
Yep. Same shenanigans.
Shenanigans and cantankerity.
Plus, I missed the theme song from that channel.
And there you go. That's the sole reason we need to switch over until we have a different theme song. Okay, let's see if I can pull up YouTube now. Now that I've done the third restart of the evening on this machine. What else is going on? Danny asked me if how my Halloween went. I haven't been able to respond yet, but
What was that?
Danny sent me a message on Messenger about 8 hours ago, asked me how my Halloween went. I haven't been able to actually really sit down and respond to anybody. So I know she's not here right now, but my Halloween was pretty cool. I enjoyed. I did different stuff this year, so and didn't go absolutely 100% crazy with eating candy.
Hi, Berlina. I don't know if I said hello yet or not. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
Berlin,
distracted.
if I've missed anybody, it's because I'm not on YouTube yet. So I'm slowly trying to get myself there, so I can't see comments.
Keith said he
Because
got rained out on Halloween too. Did you get anybody to show up? We had far less than we normally do. I mean, obviously it was kind of expected since it really was raining a lot, but it was just weird.
does does Mondays affect you? Do weekdays affect you at all? Do you see a decline during the weekday?
No, not really, because like
Hmm.
our borough, they post the standard trick or treat hours and everything. So like, even though it's a school night, the people are still out.
I don't think. I think it'd be the same here if I, actually. We just don't have kids in the neighborhood anymore. So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, our neighborhood's really like fairly young as far as people moving into the area. So our trick or treaters are basically like growing every year because all the new development around us, and people drive to our neighborhood to trick or treat for all the people, because we live in a pretty rural area and we just happen to live like in the city limits of the small town. And so the people that live out in the country end up coming to our neighborhood and just park on the side of the road.
uh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we had quite a few kids before Hurricane Ivan, and then chunks of people left, and then same thing. We had, the kids grew up and they left, and then the
Yeah.
parents left.
Berlina said she had 0 trick or treaters. Exactly none.
Oh no.
I remember those days when we lived like literally like in the country, so it was, freaking half a mile walk between our neighbors, and we always ended up just going to like where we used to live in Florida. And we'd just park at a friend's house, and or my parents would just follow us in the vehicle as we're walking house to house.
Ooh, okay. I finally got my chat up. I see where Keith says, "Yeah, yeah, you left the house this year, MD." I didn't leave the house this year. I don't understand. What does that mean? I'm catching up on
Maybe
chat.
maybe you just did more stuff like
Oh,
previously.
outside that, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Keith, yeah, we'll
Berlina's
switch.
in the country. Got it. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Ranger. Oh, I just yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll go back to Hunters Anonymous when conventions and everything start. I think we normally switch back like what, in January,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yep. Usually
All right.
January because we do the whole ministry stuff during Christmas, so it's just gives
Yeah.
us the
For the,
freedom to talk
yeah.
about like Christmas movies and random shit that's related to the specific holiday without
Well,
encroaching
interestingly enough,
on Halloween stuff.
it's more of a free for all. Interestingly enough, um, I will start getting a little bit less busy the last 2 weeks of November, and then we're going to start cranking up really hardcore. So I'm going to I'm going to basically renew my Netflix subscription, which I haven't had in ages because it just sucks. Because there's actually stuff I want to see on there, which primarily is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So if Hubie Halloween is still on there, I'll be watching it in November, without a shadow of a doubt.
It's about time.
Since
It's only
I'll
been
be
two
back.
years.
Yeah, well, when something is apparently so whatever that nobody puts it on Usenet, I can't download it. Then that's usually a sign. Um, oh, speaking of everything, did we talk? Let's see. No, I guess we. Hocus Pocus 2, since I did get to watch it. I don't know if I watched it prior to our. Did we talk about it the last show?
No, we did not. You and I only talked about it like on your post about it, because that
Right.
was like like right before the weekend, I think, and we missed last week because you had that
Oh,
convention thing
that's
going
right.
on.
We just let everybody kind of do the thing. Yeah, Hocus Pocus 2 I thought was very good.
Yeah, it was a
I
good movie.
enjoyed
It was
it.
a good continuation, and it was cool to see their backstory a little more. You know.
Yeah, and the three young kids that played them were just brilliant. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. The casting for that was so good. But I do like that they like modernized the story and didn't try to make it like, oh yeah, no, this was still in the 90s. Like they brought everything that is current into the movie too.
Yeah. Um, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I don't understand it. Uh, it got a lot of hell for some reason. I mean, I think people that like said it was no good were expecting. It's people that they get stuck on something and they just the magic of the first Hocus Pocus, which they've lived with was like what 30 years.
Yeah.
Um, they just it's like, well, it's a different movie. And then of course you have to stay through the post credit scenes. So
Yeah.
um, I didn't expect it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just see if there's a post credit. There was, and so I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
I think they might do a third one, which will be completely different simply because of the story and how it unfolds. And I don't really want to give away the story itself, but there's definitely room for a third movie. They would just have to continue with the people they had from this movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, without giving away the post credit scene, it's very much set up for a third. Ezekiel says, I think a lot of hell because Bette Midler was outspoken on some stuff. Eh,
That's
maybe
possible
it,
too.
it could be, and that's sad. But some people are just sad.
I try to
They're like,
give like celebrities the benefit of the doubt, like because they're still people and they're gonna say stupid shit just like everybody does. So I'm not gonna hate somebody's content simply because they maybe stand one way or another. I mean, if they broke a law or something, like horrific, then fine. I could understand boycotting it, but just because she or he may be a douche in real life, I don't know. I can't let that bleed into my movie going experience too much. And I actually do have. I mean, we have a lot of fall decorations like inside our house. We have two inflatables. We have a Snoopy Pilgrim and a turkey inflatable. We put those out usually for a week or so. It doesn't stay up long, mostly because we put a lot of Christmas stuff out. So we kind of skip most of Thanksgiving for the most part. My daughter
well,
literally had us put our one of our fake Christmas trees upstairs. So we already literally have a Christmas tree upstairs right now. Like we can't get the real Christmas tree because most of the tree farms around here don't open until Thanksgiving weekend, but she was like, "Nope, I demand this happen." So our yard is completely devoid of all Halloween decorations already. All we have out there right now is the fall stuff.
that's funny. I'm going to definitely decorate for Christmas this year. But I'm going to do Christmas, Halloween. I'm going to be, yeah. I'm going to.
Yeah, you could do the whole Nightmare
I am.
Before Christmas theme,
I would love to,
unless you're going
but
like Black Christmas or something.
well, I'm not. You know what? There was a time that I was like, I'd really like to do the Krampus thing, but you know what? I'm over that too because too many people do it,
It got
and
burnt
it's
out
being
so
run into
bad.
the ground. Yeah,
Keith just said I'm
it's
decorating for Krampus. I know. That's
oh,
it's kind of like the big go to for everybody that wants to do Halloween for Christmas stuff. Like Krampus is the thing. It just like I got burnt out on it a couple years ago, so I just stick with my regular ass Christmas decorations. Like I'm fine not doing Halloween stuff for a month.
Well, I'm thinking about doing more of like Easter egg Halloween stuff, like not, predominant, but
Yeah, I
um
gotcha. I do feel like a lot of people still kind of skip out on the whole Nightmare Before Christmas thing. Like it's not, it hasn't been beaten to death like Krampus has for me, I think. So if I
yeah.
see somebody that's
Well,
decorated for Christmas with Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, I'm like, oh okay, you tried.
the
If I
haunt
see like,
industry gets into this,
yeah,
huh?
they just beat things to death. I know.
Well, they get into sheeple mode. It's like, okay, well, it's like we talked about this escape rooms. You had a few of them pop up, and then everybody was like, escape room. Oh, da, da, da. It's sheeple mode. And it's the same thing with Krampus. And it's the same thing with clowns. And it's the same thing. It's just like this weird cycle that nobody seems to be able to just say, you know what, I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah,
Um,
that
it's a
that's funny.
winner.
Keith just said I don't do Nightmare Before Christmas. It's been beaten to death. See, I don't think it's been beaten to death for Christmas for me. It's been beaten to death for Halloween. Like if I see Nightmare Before Christmas stuff for Halloween, then I'm like, no, no, thank you. But when I see it out for Christmas, I don't know, it has a different feel to it.
Well, I think Disney is beating Nightmare Before Christmas to death because they're just cash cowing the hell out of it. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, of course.
when it first came out, they didn't like it, but all of a sudden they're like, "Ooh, everybody else liked it, and so we're going to make money on it." And so they do. They put out just the cheapest, chintziest crap that you can buy at Kmart, or I mean, sorry, God, Walgreens, CVS, Walmart. So I think the marketing on it goes to the extreme. But like James said, but it's for Halloween.
Yeah,
But for
everybody
Christmas,
seems to do it for Halloween as opposed to actually doing it for Christmas.
Keith, you're right. That is their motto. So
The Coco stuff was awesome. Disney for, yeah, I liked, I mean, no, I'm not even going to say I liked the movie. I really didn't like Coco that much. I don't really like a lot of the newer stuff Disney's done. Like cultural appropriation wise, whatever. I wasn't into the movie. It it was a fine movie, I guess. It just wasn't my kind of thing.
well, when Disney acquired Pixar, and then when Steve Jobs passed away, it just all they do now is just pump movies out, just pop, pop, pop. Like if I remember correctly, Steve Jobs swore with Pixar there would never be a sequel. It always be original. Everything that came out would be original and different. And of course, there's been like what 3 cars and God, just Disney just changes everything when they touch it. Not many times for the better.
Yeah, well, we'll be getting that Nightmare Before Christmas 2 movie soon, I'm sure.
Yeah. Uh, and I saw this article or something. I think if it was legitimate that Tim Burton is done with Disney.
Yeah, that
So
wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't doubt for 1 second that they don't have all rights to it already anyway, and they just like, fuck it, we'll do it with somebody else, whether it looks the same or not. Even though everybody
oh,
knows
pretty much.
Tim Burton's style is uniquely his own.
Yeah. And like he says, I mean, there's like 10 pairs of socks and inflatable. Just, I mean, it's the merchandise gets crappier and crappier and crappier every year.
Yeah, they
Um,
really do just they beat the horse to death with all the random merchandise. Especially they know they're marketing it to like young teenagers that are like getting into the whole goth scene, and they're like, "Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas is everything." And it's just but it's the same thing that happened when the remake for Krampus came out. It was kind of everybody jumped all over that bandwagon, and it ruined it for me. I liked the movie. I just everybody suddenly had to do everything Krampus, and I was just kind of sick of it.
Yeah.
If you want to do a Christmas
Um,
horror movie, make like a new one.
yeah. It's just a lot of things get beaten to death. I guess, honestly, you can just round about it and say, like, there's some things that just go on. By the way, Keith, I can't stand Tim Allen, so, um, but I also can't imagine watching a Buzz Lightyear movie because I just don't care.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
the
get it.
rainbow glitter.
The movie license stuff, yeah, for sure. Like that's just some more pop culture propaganda at work there. Like the whole lore of Krampus, you know, is one thing, and then everybody just buying prepackaged stuff based on the movie is something totally different.
Well, and of course, I have to my yearly obligatory recommendation. If you really want a good Christmas horror movie that's not really Krampus, you want to watch the movie Sint, Sint. Um, it is Norwegian or Danish, so you have
Mm.
to deal with English subtitles. But I'm telling you, I've been recommending that to several people the past few weeks. So
You said Sint?
Sint, it's called
Okay,
Sint.
so like Sinterklaas,
Yeah, it's um,
because that would be
I
the
think if you
Danish or the
yeah
Dutch word for it, whatever it is.
yeah Sint, Sint. Keith, I couldn't tell you where it's being played. It's actually a movie. It's really good though. I mean, it's got a little comedy in it, but it's just a really well. Please, beloved. I hate Messenger so much. Is this video on? No, Verlina. Apparently there's an issue with
Yeah, I
with the
figured it out after I started the stream. At that point, it was there was just no going back from that. So I was like, all right, well, I know what I need to fix for the next time because I initially thought it was a restream issue, but it's not. It's my Streamlabs has done a random update that just jacked all of my settings up and took us to strictly YouTube for some reason, which is unfortunate because guess who got stars on Facebook now? Yeah, we
stars.
finally
Oh God,
activated those things.
uh, Ezekiel. By the way, yes, Sint is in Saint. So I just when I several years ago or not too long ago when it came out, I just really enjoyed the hell out of it. Sinterklaas, yeah. There's a couple different titles and it's the same movie.
Didn't like Troll Hunter. What the hell? What about Troll Hunter 2?
Oh, Ezekiel, I saw that you watched A House with a Clock in Its Walls. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you for taking my recommendation. Um, the 13th Warrior.
You want to talk about one of the best films ever made? Has to be Killer Sofa.
That
Or Killer
was so
Donuts.
cracked. Those were both cracked out. Oh my God.
Yeah, those guys were on something when they made that shit.
They were on a lot of somethings.
Rodents of unusual size. Those seriously though, the rodents of unusual size are kind of terrifying. Like for a non-horror movie related thing, those rodents are just make your skin crawl.
Smoking the Bandit. I can watch Smoking the Bandit like anytime it comes on. Unfortunately, Jackie Gleason decided to cash cow it and just made some horrific movies, or that one where it was just him, and it was just terrible. He played his brother Gaylord. Good God, God, that was horrendous. Oh, the Cabinet of Curiosities, Rat Cemetery. Huh.
That sounds familiar.
Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, the first movie does have some epic lines, but yeah, I think the one that was just Jackie Gleason was number 3, and that was just, whew. Like I said, the big thing that I'm really looking forward to is Wednesday. I mean, I'm just really looking forward to that. And since I want to renew my or turn my Netflix back on, um, I'm like, you know what? Let me catch up on some other things
Yeah, Netflix is like
while I'm.
$26 now or some bullshit. It's ridiculous.
What? No, I'm not playing those. Let's see here. I'm
Well,
not paying
we
20
have
on Netflix.
like the 6 TVs at once edition, so
Yeah, I, I don't need 6 TVs. Um, let's see what the tiers are on Netflix while I'm thinking about it. I think they still have one that's under $10 because I just don't. I mean, yeah, if I really was at it, I could just use that. It Wednesday will be what used at it. Scooby Halloween, on the other hand, no one seems to really care. Let's see. While we're talking about it, plans range from $6.99 to $19.99 a month.
yeah. And then taxes and all the BS, so it's like it might be like $24 a month. I don't know. But from what it used to be to what it is now is just absurd.
Yeah, it's funny how they range it. I can't find the actual price. Oh,
Give me an El Diablo sandwich and a Dr.
then a
Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, go. I'm in a goddamn hurry. Uh, that's not right. I didn't say the right line right. My bad.
Surgery went well. It was more painful during the surgery than like the previous ones, but the recovery was pretty smooth, so not too bad. No, don't necessarily need the beverages now to just numb the pain. Although I am drinking a beer right now, and it's kind of the first one was good. This one I'm probably not gonna finish though. It's a little too much. But it's a really weird. It's called French Toast Bastard. It's vanilla, cinnamon, maple, bourbon barrel aged Scotch ale. It's
But it's a beer.
11% though, so yeah, it's beer.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's a little much. The first one was like, oh, this is kind of cool because it really had a lot of maple flavor, and mm, it's like a one beer thing, I think, though. I did get pretty drunk on
Oh,
Halloween though. Once the trick or treaters were gone, we had a couple friends come over and we made a few different. We made spiked apple cider, which was ridiculous because it was way too strong, but tasted really good. Um, And then we had this thing called Witch's Brew, which was pretty decent.
What did I do? I drank water.
Well, this I had from
Um,
Halloween. I was like, I'm just gonna drink it because it's just gonna sit here forever if I don't. And now I'm sort of regretting it because I'm not even getting a buzz off it. It's just gross at this point. It's too dark. It's really heavy. I don't really care for that.
hmm. Yeah, they've got a new plan with Netflix. That's, you can get basic with ads.
Okay,
It's
that's fun.
yeah. Well, that's $6.99, or you go to $9.99 a month. I'll do the $10 a month one because I don't need. It says you can watch it in HD, watch in full HD. I don't need all that shit.
And the thing with Hubie Halloween though, like this story's dumb and the acting is pretty bad because it's Adam Sandler being an idiot. But like they did such a good job on the set decorations that it's just it has that classic like Halloween feel to it. That's really the only real redeeming quality of that movie. It has a couple funny parts, but the majority of it is him being an idiot and really really gorgeous sets.
Well, that's like I said. That's why I will be watching it once I get Netflix back sometime this month because I do want to see the set. Like I said, I'm gonna cringe when Adam Sandler comes on, but
Exactly. You can't expect much from Adam Sandler at all. Keith's still going on about Smokey and the Bandit.
yeah, I'm bouncing back and forth and looking at pricing. So
It's a very like random stream for post Halloween stuff. Like,
talk about Smokey the Bandit.
well, we didn't
What
like
y'all do?
we haven't had time to like discuss what we're gonna do or anything or what we're gonna talk about beforehand. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
I need a vacation. I'm like going vacation crazy right now. It's like, oh, I had all that time off from my surgery, but then it was like, oh, but that was in no way relaxing.
That was surgery. That's not a holiday. Vacation to Australia. Yeah. No kidding.
I would love to do that. I mean, I used to surf and I spent a lot of time on the beach in Florida, and I always the ocean is a huge passion of mine. Always has been, and obviously Australia is one of those places. Australia and Fiji, two places I really want to go. That's just like for my traditional vacation style stuff. Get drowned by a kangaroo trying to surf. I'm more worried about those damn saltwater crocodiles, man. I don't have that problem around Florida area, you know. South like Miami you do, but where I lived, you just got eaten by sharks. Fucking Australia, they're like, hey, how about a 20-foot crocodile to bite your face off? Oh, not to mention the blue ring octopus that will murder you in about 30 seconds. Or rockfish. Or any 9 billion other things that want to kill you. Yeah, Australia sounds like a really relaxing place, though.
Well, if you stay in the hotel,
Right? Yeah, the damn
you don't leave.
jellyfish. The box jelly.
Let the shark jump up on the sidewalk.
You got
You know, the
massive
interesting.
tiger sharks, great whites, just everything wants you to not be around. But they do have amazing beaches and some really good surfing areas. But I'm not about to fuck with a crocodile. No thing. I will punch a shark in the face before I even remotely want to swim with a damn saltwater crocodile. We have the Portuguese man of war in Florida. They just want to like ruin your week as opposed to the fucking box jelly that wants to ruin your life.
Total side note. It's funny whenever somebody talks about Australia or even here, the one thing that comes to my mind because it was a great movie is Yahoo Serious.
Yahoo Serious.
You don't know who Yahoo Serious?
No.
Holy shit. Look up Yahoo Serious. I'm sure Ezekiel will chime in shortly. And
I may, like, the name's very familiar, but extremely vague.
It's so funny because
Jewish rapper.
Now I'm talking about him. I can't remember the damn name of the movie. Oh, Young Einstein. The movie was. I didn't have to look it up. Young Einstein. It was actually a really cute movie, and the soundtrack is really awesome too.
He says he's a Jewish rapper.
Yeah, he's not. he's Australian.
Is he a Jewish Australian rapper?
No, Keith. Ezekiel did. He chimed in, man. There it is. The movie though, 3,000 years ago, was really a good movie, and the soundtrack is phenomenal. I mean, the soundtrack is really good. I happen to have it. Thank you very much. Let me find export response, please. He is not a Jewish rapper. Oh my god, that is so funny. Holy shit.
Man, this whole thing got messed up. I'm not getting the chat or anything on here right now. What a bunch of garbage.
A Hasidic Jew. He is not a... Okay, Ezekiel. Is Yahoo Serious a Jewish rapper? For God's sakes.
And
unless
Ranger, we had nothing here. Like there was, our area is really bad about post-Halloween sales. Like the only thing you can find is candy. It's like all the stores are just like, no, we're gonna take all this stuff and hold it for another year and then put it back out at regular price. They don't like selling stuff at discounted prices for some reason.
People in my town are too much of a bunch of ding dongs. They'll buy it all up at regular price, thinking it's going to be gone, and then there's really nothing left at like any discount. And not that I need to go out and buy anything. The only thing I did do is I went to Big Lot, and they had some Halloween candles that I really like the smell of, and they were 40% off, and so I bought some of those. And we're talking like literally like they were $1.50 or $2 a candle at 40% off. So
What the hell is happening in the chat? Keith
I don't know.
Had an aneurysm or something.
Keith is determined to make a 69-year-old actor, comedian, score composer a Jewish rapper.
And he just said Jews can't marry.
Oh my God. His real name is Gomez.
Oh God. Somebody hacked Keith's shit, I think. This has got to just be a troll at this point.
He must be snorting
or he's on some serious post-Halloween shit right now.
Some sugar rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for those of those of you who have never heard of Yahoo series, please. He's had a few movies, but the best one was Young Einstein. It's actually a pretty funny movie. Once again, the soundtrack is phenomenal.
He was popular in the 90s. All right. Damn it. Now I gotta look it up. I gotta see what this is all about.
Young Einstein, man, good stuff.
I feel like he's talking about Gene Wilder and Young Frankenstein.
Well, Gene Wilder is definitely Jewish, but he's not a rapper, for God's sake. He was never popular here. Oh God, that's funny. I don't think he was super popular here either, Ezekiel, but it's I always went for the crazy movies and I just enjoyed it. And I must say, for the last time, I will not bore y'all with this. The soundtrack is really good. Griswold Club. Huh.
Okay, so this dude
Well,
definitely is not a Jewish rapper by any means.
by any means. It's amazing though. Like literally, like the movie, Young Einstein, whenever the hell it came out, and now he's
88.
70 years old. God, yeah, 88. Okay. Anyway, you get bored, watch that movie. It'll probably end up being another Medea movie for you that you'll have to just condemn me for.
He goes on to develop rock music and surfing, romances,
Yeah.
Mary Curie, and saves Paris from an atomic bomb. Okay, that sounds like a fun movie.
Right there is why you should watch it. If I'm gonna watch finally after 10 years, it'll be Halloween.
This dude's hair looks like your hair in the fucking Edward Scissorhands photo.
Yep, his hair was actually. I actually was like enamored with his hair because I'm like, man, I need some hair like that.
Yeah, it's almost like he kind of looks like what the hell is his name?
Carrot Top.
No, I'm blanking on the name of the movie too. Shit, I give up tonight.
Was that?
My brain's done.
Uh,
he was a caveman, and he was in the Mummy series of movies.
You talking about Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, and what the hell is the movie where he was the caveman? Because that name is now eluding me as well. Encino Man. Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Well, you remember how crazy his hair was when he was thawed out? It was just like huge and matted. That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh, I could see that. I am glad that I gave Ezekiel another laugh by mentioning some other crazy Australian something or another. he was not aware of that I would know, probably.
The amount of Americans that think Crocodile Dundee is a real person is staggering. Wheezing the juice. Pauly Shore was 100% a 90s character. Like his shit would never fly these days at all. It was 100% a product of the 90s and late 80s.
What, Pauly Shore?
Yeah. It was like his whole shtick was, he was just really weird, kind of stoner surfer dude that just was like so stereotypical of surfers in the 90s. just a complete burnout. I don't know, man. There's a
Yeah, I
lot of good
wasn't.
shit that does come from Australia, that's for sure. I mean, Steve Irwin, that man's got to be a legend in Australia. He's a legend here for sure. As ridiculous as he was that he was taken out by one of the more innocent of the fish species, considering the dude manhandled crocodiles and all types of other shit that would easily kill him.
Yeah, God, he's been gone for a while, hasn't he?
Yeah. His kids still though, they're doing good work from at least I
Oh
can
yeah,
see.
yeah. They seem to be pretty. Teammates are not. They're not
Now I
pleasant.
got whacked by one in the arm. That was fun. But I couldn't even
Yeah,
imagine taking a giant barb like that straight to the fucking heart. That's like a 1 in a billion shot.
yeah. That thing knew what it was doing. It was an aquatic mafia hit.
Right? I don't know why though. I would think all the crocodiles that man saved, he would have some serious animal karma coming his way.
Um, one would hope.
1 in a million and an ultralight stingray nailed it.
Jesus.
Oh god, dude.
The beer getting to you?
I guess. I don't know. It's that or I'm just like physically exhausted. I'm sure the beer is helping, but
Um, well, we got just a few more minutes.
stingrays, not Jewish Aussie hitmen. What the hell's with you and the Jewish Aussie people? I feel like there's got to be a story here. He's gonna have a new character for his thief videos.
That's so
Damn,
funny.
the damn yard ninja's not bad enough.
The rest of the world loved him. I never said crikey, just so you know,
Crikey.
Ezekiel. I wanted to I didn't want to dishonor the poor man.
I don't even know where to go with this information.
We've literally just gone so far off of left field. It's phenomenal.
We've taken some hard rights, but holy shit, we've done a full 360. He's from Brooklyn, I
So
think. No, he definitely was not from Brooklyn. He was like from Cardiff, Australia.
God. Okay. I've officially got my Netflix account back functioning. I haven't chosen a plan yet. Just letting everybody know I'm serious about getting Netflix and watching Hoopy Halloween. Ezekiel says Steve Warren Zoo is about 40 minutes from me. That's pretty cool.
It is cool. I'd like to visit that one day. I like the amount of preservation and compassion they show for teaching people about animals. It's very cool. Not like those crazy ass Kraft brothers. Krat brothers, I think. I think it was Krat. I don't remember. That was a really obscure show. Had that crazy ass little lemur always jumping around.
Jew rapper, no brother. My goodness.
His wife definitely wasn't in Mad Max.
Oh God.
We're gonna get fact checked so hard on this live stream.
Well, that's good because we'll start seeing some comments come in after the fact and feel like, well, wait a minute now, hold on a minute. Must be due for a new Mad Max movie. Oh my God.
Yeah. Fury Road Part 2.
How many vendors do we have for the convention? Ha!
2.
That's a whole other story. That's a whole other.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna be a
an
whole other.
entire night's discussion.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Fury Road, by the way.
I liked it.
I thought it was very well done. Who's looking forward to part 2 of Avatar? Yeah, speaking of movies.
Yeah, the thing with Avatar was like it was just the right place at the right time because like they did such amazing work, and it also happened to come out at a time where like high def televisions are really just starting to take off. So I don't know that it would have such an impact this day and age.
There's such a huge gap between the first and the second one. No Avatar understood. For me, like Avatar became really, really, really big when I was working for Linden Lab, Second Life. So the whole concept of like um, being able to live an entirely different life. It, of course, Avatar was on a virtual world, but it was the whole aspect of like it was so fanciful that so many people did so many cool things in Second Life, like built so many huge like sections. It
Yeah.
was really impressive. If only Second Life worked better, then it was a more smooth experience.
You would think with the
Um,
amount of time that it's been out, it might be a little more streamlined, but
no, that was. I mean, I'm going to start using it more like in the winter, just going in and stuff. But um, it's just I don't know how it works and how people have to work it are so complex. I have no idea how Meta's virtual world works, but it's got nowhere near the complexity that Second Life does. I don't think
yeah.
anything really beats Second Life so far as a personally buildable world.
Yeah.
But it certainly is entirely too complex.
I'll watch Princess Bride before I watch Avatar. I mean, I liked Avatar. I don't know why they felt they needed an Avatar, like why they had to make Pandora a whole thing at Disney. Like the movie was so long prior to that whole land. They're just like, we need something that could look good in our animal themed park. Let's do Avatar.
I honestly think that what they did was a reversal of everything else. Like instead of having a movie that a hit like Frozen and then
Yeah.
making a ride, I actually think they knew for several years that a new Avatar movie was coming out. So I think they tried to build excitement for the movie by building the land. And there's still a lot of people who are very very much into Avatar.
Yeah.
Um, you know, movie. So maybe it was all an experiment or something. And,
Well,
and now, if you think about it, now Avatar 2 will come out, and then there's already a damn ride for it.
yeah, they already have the whole zones mapped out and ready to go.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. So who knows? But on that note, I guess we'll go ahead and end the stream because I'm getting tired, and it is the top of the hour. And we've come full circle between Keith thinking that an Australian comedian is a Jew rapper, and talking about
From Brooklyn.
Avatar in Brooklyn. Um, people love Avatar is why the world's on the ship. It could be, but yeah, we'll go ahead and wind everything up so we can all wind down. I'm glad everybody had a fantastic and safe Halloween. It's amazing the year went by so fast, quite honestly, but it did. Next show, and we'll give ample plenty notice and forewarning. The next show will be a Ministry of Amusement stream. Pretty much you get on it the same way as you do here. Pretty much it's same format. There's really nothing but what we talk about gets a little bit more different. 100%. So if any of you are not used to the Ministry of Amusement, give us a shout. We do have a Facebook page, Ministry of Amusement, and
Yeah. And a YouTube
yeah,
channel.
and a YouTube. So it'll all be the same. And I think we'll connect to Facebook. I guess James, that we're going to connect to Facebook on Ministry.
Yeah, we will. I'll have that sorted out by next week.
Cool. But so anyway, yeah, we'll switch over to Ministry and let all the other people keep doing the haunt stuff and run that into the ground to the end of the year. So, but we won't. So anyway, for myself, thanks everybody as always. Welcome to November. Have a safe one, and I'm going to pass it to James.
Yep. So if you haven't already liked the Ministry page on Facebook or YouTube, you should probably do that so you can get your notifications when we do go live, because you won't get them on here.
Yep.
But you know, it's the same kind of random ass banter. It just, we aren't nearly as focused on Halloween type stuff. We kind of get into all kinds of random shit, and they're a little. I mean, they're fun. It's a different kind of experience, but also very similar. So
Yeah, and
until next week.
We'll post.
What?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We'll post a link on Haunters Anonymous of how to get to the Facebook page if you're not sure. So
yeah, you'll be able to find us one way or another. But yeah, we'll see you next Thursday. Have a good one. I hope everybody had a great Halloween, and now it's time to shift gears and move forward. So we'll see you next week.
Yep, absolutely, everybody. Thanks.